Hi, my name is Brian Malone, and today I wanted to talk about some basic techniques for the drum set that might work within your musical ensemble and liturgy. So the drum set is actually a musical instrument made up of multiple different instruments. We have a bass drum, or kick drum as it's called, played with a pedal. We have a couple of tom-toms. We have a snare drum. That's a shallow metal drum in this case with some wires on the bottom. It sounds like this. And then we have some cymbals also. We have crash cymbals. We have a larger ride cymbal. And then we have these two cymbals here called the hi-hats. They're actually two cymbals played together, either with your feet or with sticks. So this instrument has developed over the last 100 years or so as a way to be more efficient. These instruments used to be played by multiple players. Someone decided a long time ago that, oh, I can play these instruments all by myself, so arrange the drum set so one player can play all these different instruments together at the same time, using some wooden sticks here. So altogether it might sound like this. So one of the things I hear oftentimes in church is that these instruments are too loud. It's something I get a lot. I'm used to hearing that. So learning to play soft on this instrument is something that's very helpful. I think about playing soft, but also about playing small. When you're moving your sticks, if you're moving your sticks just a little bit, that's going to kind of naturally create a much softer sound than that. One thing that I've gotten a lot as a drummer from music directors is, oh, it's too loud. Why don't you play with brushes or play with hot rods? I have some of these other things here. Brushes look like this. We have hot rods, cool rods, depending on the brand, basically bundled sticks. These sticks and brushes, other implements, create a different sound on the drum set. I tend to stay away from that. If someone just wants me to play softer, I will try to play softer using the sticks that I'm using, because these will definitely create a different sound on the instrument. So, for example, if someone wants me to play softer, I'll play playing smaller. I also might do some things like move to a side stick instead of the snare drum. So it is possible to play softer. So think about playing smaller, and that might help you reduce the volume on the drum set a little bit. Another thing that does help me sometimes is playing more simply. Remember that you're just part of a larger ensemble, that there are other instrumentalists carrying some of the rhythm as well, so you don't need to be really flashy or overplay on this instrument. Often just playing simple quarter notes can really serve the song. So when you play, think about what the other instrumentalists are doing as well, and try to come up with a part that really supports them without kind of being too much. So if you do want to try some other implements on the drum set, here are some things that we have here. As I mentioned, kind of these bundled sticks that are really popular. Just a bunch of wooden dowels put together. So it's a little bit softer sound, but still has a little bit of attack to it. We also have brushes. These are kind of the more traditional metal brushes that you see in jazz a lot. I like these. These are nylon brushes, which you can play kind of in the traditional way, swirling on the drum head. But you can also get a little more aggressive with them. If you have a country kind of song you're playing. And they also give a much softer sound around the drums. They sound really nice on the cymbals too. And finally, I have mallets here. These are rattan handles, kind of a yarn wrapped head. And these are great for crescendos, just kind of colorful effects on the cymbals. So you can use mallets around the set as well. I really like using these on more reflective pieces, maybe like on a psalm, as kind of a way to signal the congregation to come in. It's almost like the cantor motioning everyone to come in, putting a well-placed cymbal swell going into a repeated refrain. That can be really effective in kind of lifting up the song and also kind of signaling the congregation to come in. So there are a lot of different things you can do with the drum set to kind of support a liturgical ensemble. Of course, volume is always a concern, so think about playing small when you're playing, and also just think about simplifying your part as much as possible. Just give enough to be able to support what the instrumentalists are doing and their job in kind of lifting up the text and supporting the congregation. So think about those couple things when you're playing drum set, and hopefully that will help.